For me, the thing I enjoy most about wildlife photography is this very bit. Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So a slightly different video today. Instead of being out in the field showing you guys wildlife, I thought we'd come out to a new location and see if we can find any signs of wildlife together. It's a video I've tried to do before, and I don't know if you remember, I had the fox encounter. Well, this is a completely different location that I've had my eye on for a while, and I thought it would be quite cool to bring you guys with me, show you how I go about looking for certain subjects. So in here, for example, today I'm thinking about badgers, foxes maybe, but badgers and roe deer mostly. Those are both subjects that I haven't really been able to photograph that much, and to be honest, it's simply down to the fact I haven't really put the time in. But this summer I want that to change. I want to spend this summer hopefully working on some local stuff which involves badgers and roe deer. So I've come out to a new location that I've had my eye on for a while, and I thought I'd bring you guys with me. We'd look for signs of wildlife, and then we'd think about putting up a temporary photography hide, just made using all of the stuff that we can find in the woodland here. And it's also just a really good excuse to stretch your legs on this lovely sunny day and bring the dog for a walk, who has disappeared off somewhere, but he won't be far. So let's get into it. We'll go for a little walk through the woodland and see if we can find any signs of wildlife, and then think about where we want to set up this hide. So what exactly am I looking for when I head off to a new location in search of wildlife? Well, in truth, it kind of all starts at home. So I usually have a little look on Google Earth just to check that the place that I'm going to is untouched enough, and the wildlife is going to feel comfortable enough to be there. For example, this particular woodland, I don't think I've ever seen anybody else in it. Not only that, it's surrounded by fields as well on the outside edge, which is perfect for grazing in the early mornings and the evening for the wildlife. So I already feel confident there'll be wildlife in here. It's just whether or not it's conducive to getting good images. And then the first thing I'm looking for when I'm actually on location is just any signs of wildlife. So we're talking about tracks and just pathways and corridors that the wildlife are using out of the woodland into the fields, across the woodland, over ditches, over streams. And I'm looking for any prints, any of their poo. So around me already, I can see signs of digging. Now, I don't know if that's from badgers, I don't know if it's from rabbits, it could be from roe deer even, but there's loads of little patches where all of the leaves and the mud have been turned up. So that's a very good sign. I'm also looking for things like fur, where the animals are rubbing themselves against the bark of a tree, or perhaps against some fencing on the edge of the fields. Those types of things are really, really useful to look for. So if you know that you've got badger fur that's going down a particular wildlife corridor into that field, then the chances are, if you spend enough time in that field or near that corridor, then you're going to come away with at least, hopefully, some sightings of badgers. Now, all of this sounds great in theory, but that's all it is. It's trial and error. For me, the thing I enjoy most about wildlife photography is this very bit. It's the getting out, looking for signs of wildlife. I don't know what it is about it, but it takes me back to being like a young boy and just being out, just making dens, enjoying being in the forest. And if we see any wildlife, that's just going to be a bonus. I mean, there's probably a few of you watching this wondering why I've brought the dog to a location where I want to photograph wildlife, but that isn't what today's about. Today's just about having a recce, a nice walk, and it's such a nice day, it'd have been a shame not to bring Fergus with me. So I've decided that I think this area here would be pretty perfect to build a little hide. So there's a couple of reasons why I've decided on this particular patch. One of them is because we've got a nice clearing in front of us. So if anything does come in front of us, hopefully we can get a nice clear background. The other reason, and the main reason to be honest, is because suddenly behind me, the woodland becomes much denser, and there's a lot more evergreens in there. So I feel like the hide will blend in a little bit more with this being the background. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off behind me, collect a load of wood, and we'll start building a little hide. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that just for the face of it. So now I just need to get some bits that I can weave through all of these uprights and start building it up, and all the time just need to remember that I need a gap to be able to poke the camera lens through. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go look for some stuff to weave through and crack on with that. Well, I think that's me done for now, to be honest. We just had a bit of a shower, and I think I've got as much done as I need to at this stage. So I've put out a couple of trail cameras that are covering this area, just 2 of them, but that should be enough. So what I'm going to do is leave this woodland alone now for the next few days after the last couple of hours of disturbance, and come back in, check the trail cameras, and see what we find. So it's been a few days now since I set these trail cameras up, and I've decided this afternoon to come back out, pick them up. I couldn't wait any longer, and I'm excited to see what they've picked up.
On reviewing the trail camera footage, it was amazing to see that we instantly captured one of the target species, the red fox. Along with other things like brown hares, roe deer like you're seeing now, we actually managed to capture quite a few files of the roe deer, which was brilliant. And I felt confident that we would see them because I would often see them out grazing in the field early mornings. But what we really wanted was black, white and stripy. And I think we may have got them. Now, I can't be 100% sure, and I'd like you guys to let me know in the comments what you think, but I'm pretty sure this is a badger. So let me know below. All joking aside, I was absolutely chuffed to see that we have badgers turning up frequently in this location. We managed to capture hundreds of files of badgers, foxes, roe deer, brown hares, and that's really exciting. So this looks like it's going to be a great location for me in the summer months. With all of that said, the wildlife photographer in me was desperate to get out with the camera on the off chance that something would walk past in the daylight. So I actually spent the next day sat out in the woodland, head to toe in camo, just hoping that something might come in front of the hide that I had built. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But as the summer months come in and the nights start drawing out, I'm hoping this is going to be a great location for photographing a subject that's avoided me up until now. Keep your eyes out for a follow-up video that will be coming in a few months' time. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. There's so much more content to come. And furthermore, I just want to thank everybody who's subscribed, liked, commented on the videos so far. I would also really like you guys to continue to let me know below what videos you would like to see from me in the future. Okay, until then, I'll see you all on the next one.